Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. On the Polkadot chart, we currently see that there was a reaction to our support area and the price has started to break out above a small trend line. It's too small to be reliable. Well, it's too small to confirm at this stage that the correction is already over. One more high, as I highlighted in the previous videos, is the expected scenario. It would be ideal to get the wave 4 a little bit more stretched out, but it could have, it could be turning around already in wave 5. Again, an ABC structure can always turn into a larger ABC. We haven't even taken out any previous swing highs, so we're going to take a look at that in a minute. But overall, that's why we give these support boxes out. Once one is reached, the price can technically turn around at any time. That's the breathing space we need to give the price, but we'll dive into that in a minute. On the DOT chart, I haven't done that for a while because a few people asked me what is sort of my long-term target for DOT. I wanted to share that, take a look at the longer time frame, larger time frame count. Here we see on this chart that this is sort of, let's say, an initial target range up there. There are different ways how we can count this, either as a wave 1, and then this is wave 2, and we are moving up in a wave 3, then 4, then 5, or this is an ABC structure. Yeah, that's why we have a wider target range up there. We have to be careful with this chart generally because the initial rally seems like a 3-wave move to me. Okay, again, it's a bit subjective how to count this. It's a bit subjective. Therefore, it's not, for me, it's not the highest quality chart. However, it is one that has adhered very well in recent months to our wave counts. The price down here turned exactly where it needed to. We talked about the micro structures, really down to the nano structures, and the price respected on the way down all the resistance areas, on the way up now all the support areas, at least most of them, I think all of them, and is breaking through resistances. So at the moment, the focus is on higher, obviously. The very first key target I would pay attention to, well, not that I pay attention to, I mean, there will be targets on the smaller time frames, but the $53.90 level, that is the 100% extension level of this A wave. It is a little bit tricky to measure because, because I basically have to start down here, ignoring what happened here. That's basically a start point I have for an ABC structure here. There are different ways, how this chart can be counted, especially the initial move up is tricky. But that would be, I mean, that's also basically the resistance to all-time high. So it makes sense to show that as a first main target for a bullish run. But if it extends further, I mean, then DOT could reach the area around $100, $150, yeah? And then we have to take it from there. We always have to take it level by level. But also DOT had a nice performance off the lows. So round about 150%. Yeah, not a 500%, not a 600% like other coins, but in crypto we also need to learn sometimes that, I mean, 150% in just a couple of months, I mean, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. So solid performance in the last couple of months, but a lot of you asked me for sort of, what sort of a guideline target for the bull run. I mean, start at $54 and we have to take it level by level. We will get further clues along the way. On the daily time frame, there was actually a next key resistance level. We see it here at around $9.80. Now, that's where the price got rejected recently. Now, funny enough, that aligns very well with one of our FIB levels on the smaller time frame. So I didn't actually see that, but we didn't need this one. We had our FIB target. But yeah, round about $9.60. And then the next major one, I think, you see that here, if we can overcome that, there isn't really much structurally until the price gets to around about $24 structurally, okay? There should be pullbacks along the way, but we've seen coins just escalate. Okay, so looking at the shorter time frame chart, looks like as if the chart is working here on this 5-wave pattern. So again, at least one more high here expected in a wave 5. Next, smaller degree targets. So we have a wave 1, we have a 2, 3, 4. Next target to the upside, $10.82 to $13 for this wave 5. Yeah, and then we need to see, do we get a pullback after the 5 waves? So if the assumption is correct, this would be a wave 1. We can get a wave 2 pullback. Depending on the market context, that might be deep, might be shallow. We'll have to see, and then take it level by level basically, and then move up in a third wave. And that could be that escalation that I just mentioned. There isn't much in terms of structural resistance, so the third wave would be very much in line with that. Recently, again, also here just showing the price has reacted really well to the fib levels, so it shows we are on track with our wave count. Also here, so yeah, is wave 4 in? I mean, we've got an ABC structure, could be complete. For me, it would be ideal actually if we get one more low, because this is sort of the ideal projection area between $7.88 and $7.23. I mentioned that in the last video, but there's no must to get there. There's no need. It already reacted to the first fib level. But then on the other hand, this could just turn into, it could still come down just directly, hasn't even taken out a previous swing high, or it could turn into a larger A, B, C. But of course, there is a chance that it moves directly, which is why we have this support area. Whenever they are triggered, the price can easily turn around within our scenario. They're not always reached, but very often, and you just have to be prepared that sometimes cryptos turn early. It just needs to happen that Bitcoin gets a good day and suddenly the 5th wave is unfolding and the sentiment shifts, okay? But I would like, because these are the ideal levels, really within that support zone, the ideal levels, ideally we see another move down, but we'll see how that develops. So far, the price is moving comfortably within the price channel. It's in the middle of that price channel and hasn't done anything to invalidate our scenario. No, it's far away from that. Rather, we're watching in these regions always for reactions to the upside. And there's a first one, but obviously too small to already confirm that a 5th wave is unfolding. Next, let's say, significant resistance levels here on the smaller time frame. We've got basically here the $9.10 level, or well, it's a little lower than that, $9.05, this B wave high, and then obviously the $9.62 level, which is the 3rd wave high. That's my update about DOT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.